And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Game Zone. I'm your host, Chriz, aka Noel. Joining me is James Phoenix.
Hello, everyone.
And today we're getting ready to review 2K18 on the ps4.
Yes.
Which, it's worth noting, the one I got, it says Deluxe Edition. That comes in the box for any of the Seen Enough Edition. You get the Deluxe one inside the box. And you also get a whole bunch of other stuff, including...
Nice.
And it's like a piece of the ring and stuff like that, so that was cool. Yeah, I got this Seen Enough Edition, because, yeah. But yeah. And the deluxe one, I think, comes with the season pass and all the other stuff. And
Yes.
obviously, like it shows you on the front, it comes with, on the front, you got one member of the Shield and another member of the Shield.
Ah.
You see what I did there? Super relevant.
Totally.
But no. Yeah, this game, I'm going to just warn people that this review will not be entirely positive.
And I would just warn people that I haven't actually played the game yet because fuck Amazon.
Yep. But first of all, I'll go into one of the positives, which instantly becomes a negative. Kid Rock's music's in the game. What?
Huh. Okay, then.
It irritates me because it's the slightly edited one of his song. That's not a negative. That's just a personal thing. Because I'm used to hearing the song when it's, "You never met a motherfucker quite like me." And on the menu, it's, "You never met a white boy quite like me." I'm like, oh, come on. I know the lyrics. Come on. Don't make this a racial thing. But what annoys me with that is American Badass Undertaker's in the game. And you can see where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
No Kid Rock song.
Ah.
And I'm like, oh, come on, he's in the game. It also irritates me, which I pointed out the last 2 years, I think, and I'm going to keep pointing it out until they fix this.
That's fair.
Stop giving us kick-ass main menu music that we can't then take as an entrance theme.
Yes, thank you.
I
hate that.
I've said that since the beginning, because I'm sorry, if I'm hearing like the Kid Rock song, why can't I just take it and essentially use it as a theme song for my CAW? Or my player, as it's now known.
I'm sure you're going to get into that.
No. Well, technically it is also called Create a Wrestler, because there is a section just for creating extra wrestlers. The main thing that's different this year is one that's called My Player. And you go in there and you build a new CAW. I think you might be able to export one from the CAW stuff. I'm not entirely sure. Actually, no, you can't. What you cannot. I remember because I know a couple of people who got the game, and one of them was complaining he couldn't do that. If you make your CAW outside, you can't, because this year all the pieces are locked behind lock boxes. And there's some pieces that you can't make for your CAW outside of My Player mode. Like, what's it called? Road to Glory, which is like an online season mode. Essentially, what that does is it gives you like cool helmets and stuff like that for winning on certain pay-per-views. The only time you'll get those helmets in the game is in that mode by doing it that way. You can't get them outside, which, I'm like, who cares? I'm like, it's cool for people who care, but personally, I don't care about the online season mode.
Now, the question I would have to ask is how much of that stuff becomes available if you buy the automatic unlocker thing?
None.
Ouch.
No, I'm okay with that, because the automatic unlocker is to unlock all the content in the game that you would normally unlock, like, I don't know, Goldberg or something like that, to play in my universe. My career, though, you're supposed to earn this stuff through lock boxes, and having it all unlocked would ruin the entire function of how they've done the story mode.
That's true.
Because you have to earn VC, and with your VC, you upgrade your abilities, your stats, and then get lock boxes, which include like Ultimate Moves 2 and stuff like that, which then gives you a load of finishes. And sometimes it'll be, oh, you've now unlocked Dean Ambrose's pants. And stuff like that. That's cool. I don't know if one of the pieces is Dean Ambrose's pants. I just used as an example because it's like I think I unlocked Undertaker's top at one point.
Yeah, okay.
But my career mode, fuck my career mode.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And I've looked, and I'm not the only one who's had this. Which is a good thing for me because it means my game's not broke. But you have storylines like, oh, go form the next NWO DX. Like, okay, cool. I chose Jinder Mahal. You may know him this time next month as the man who slayed the beast. But I'm kidding, because in retrospect, that's just going to look really hilarious when he loses. but I chose Jinder Mahal because I don't hate Jinder Mahal. And out of my choices, I was like, well, I can actually my CAW could work with him a lot more, because I don't want to team with Randy Orton, because in my opinion, if you're going to form a tag team, never team with someone who's got a higher star power than you.
That makes sense.
And I'm like, Jinder Mahal, as much as he's a world champion, he's not like a main event. You know what I mean? People don't list him as like top 5 in the company or the biggest stars. Therefore, I can rise at the same time as him, ready for when I inevitably betray him.
Also, when dealing with someone like Randy Orton, also, never form a tag team with somebody who is has a well-known track record of betraying everybody they ever been aligned with.
Oh, that was Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, pretty much. Or Triple H for that matter. Yeah.
Except I don't think he turned on Ric Flair.
That's true.
But I believe Ric Flair is the exception, not the rule.
Yeah.
But you get to do that. And then you have the match at the pay-per-view. The next week, it's just forgotten about, and I'm suddenly feuding. Where I got introduced as like, oh, I'm helping Samoa Joe. I'm part of Stephanie's group. I'm her monster that's there to keep the title on Samoa Joe.
You may know him as Braun Strowman.
To this tag team. And I'm like, okay, so I'll do the tag team thing. Then straight afterwards, I'm now feuding with Samoa Joe. But then Stephanie's like, oh, win Money in the Bank and give it me. And you get to choose between going to her or going to Mick Foley. Then you get to choose whether or not you say to her, yeah, I'll give you the briefcase. Then the next week, they just instantly make you call out Samoa Joe, trash talk him, and nothing. I mean, I think Triple H may have made me cash it in for an Intercontinental title shot. Because that's how this works. It's cash it in at a moment in time when Triple H tells you to.
Interesting.
Also, Baron Blade's back.
Yes, he's in the backstage area, right?
Fuck Baron Blade. Damn him for getting a promotion. But I'm kidding. A part of me just finds that kind of funny that he's an NXT host.
It's hilarious.
It's annoying as hell. Because they could have used, because the models already in there, they could have used Matt.
Yeah, you would think.
Since he trained you at the beginning. Also, at the beginning, you get introduced to the squash match thing, where a lot of people instantly lose to Baron Corbin.
Okay.
In the tutorial, because you get introduced to squash match, where he's essentially always healing and just overpowering you with everything. Because this game does have a squash match mechanic, where say I'm like Brock Lesnar and I'm against Heath Slater. If I attack him quick enough and do a certain amount of things, it can activate it into being a squash match, and therefore I'm now super powered and I'm just going to kill him. Which is cool, that's realistic. But yeah, like I said, the storylines, they keep coming and then going. Coming, then going. Coming, then going. And like, oh, come on, stop this.
Yeah. So inconsistency seems to be the problem.
It's just poorly designed. Like when you're walking around backstage, the screen just tears and pops in a really horrible way. Like it's hideous to look at yourself walking backstage. And that's if you are walking. Sometimes I've just collapsed to the floor in a heap and just started to crawl backstage. My God, even Zach Gowen could walk backstage better than this.
Oh!
Wrestling reference. No.
Yes. Oh, see here. Speaking of backstage, tell them about Kalisto.
Oh yeah, that was one of the glitches I had in my story mode where I got told I needed to. I got told by R-Truth in the car park to call out and defeat. Who was it? I think it was Samoa Joe. No, it was
I think you
someone.
said it was Samoa Joe, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, so I call him out. I beat him. Then I get backstage and Kalisto's like, "You didn't defeat insert another superstar here. I didn't tell you about." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Next week I fight someone else. Kalisto, "You didn't defeat who I told you to." I'm like, "What?" Then randomly one week I defeat someone. Kalisto's like, "Oh my god, you did exactly what I told you to." And I'm like, "You told me fuck all." And there's an option to press square to attack people, but it's not always there. Like they claim it is. It's only there if you're meant to attack them. Like I would have beat the shit out of Kalisto after the third time.
Yeah. I probably would have too.
He would have just been a dead Kalisto. But what are you doing? But universe mode keeps crashing.
Lovely.
It's pretty much the same. There's a few little tweaks here and there, but I'm not going to go out and list them all. They're all available. I mentioned them beforehand.
Right, yeah.
But they're all so minor that it doesn't really matter, and it shouldn't crash.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that a lot of people are like, well, I've only had one crash. You shouldn't have any.
No.
That's kind of bad. 8-man matches lag like hell when you're playing, and it just becomes unplayable at that point. I don't like that.
Mm.
The AI also seems the same. They said it was improved. It's slightly improved, but not too much. Like I had a battle royal, and they spent a lot of the match trying to throw people over instead of beating them up before they did this to injure them to get them out.
I hate it when that happens.
Also, Money in the Bank was annoying to win.
Because it disappeared?
No. Because midway through, randomly, and I'm sorry, I know games are supposed to be challenging and stuff, and that's fine. If I lose because the computer's better than me, that's cool. What's not cool is at a certain point, every time you go to climb up, the computer runs in and knocks you off. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
What doesn't make sense is when the computer was going up to do it, and I ran into the ring to do it, one of the computer pulled me out, and then like 3 of them just jumped me on the outside while he grabs the Money in the Bank briefcase. I'm like, what?
Wow.
What? And I'm just
That is dumb.
I'm like, no. And they're just standing there and letting them do it. I'm like, oh, fuck off. The graphics are cool. I'll say that. The graphics are cool. The music's good. I like some of the entrances. It's cool we got long hair Taker back.
That is good.
And yes, there's glowing parts this year. And ultraviolet parts.
And Jericho's jacket!
Which, in case people are wondering what ultraviolet parts are, they're parts where you redeem a code and then you get them digitally on your phone.
Ah.
No. Basically, it just makes like a purple light for no reason. But it doesn't matter what material you use, it's the same light all over you, no matter where it is. I'm like, oh, okay. At least on the preview, I didn't use any of the glow shit.
Right.
I'm not Naomi. I'm not coming out glowing. But no. Other people will, which is cool.
Yeah.
I just came out as normal me, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. There's different types this year in terms of character types, which is good when you make my create character. Like Jim over there will probably pick High Flyer.
Probably.
One of the good things is I chose Giant. I was going to pick Brawler, but I'm going to pick Giant. As well as doing the brawling, I like to also have the option to do like the power bombs and stuff I love doing, so I'll take Giant. As a result, you actually get one of the, skills or abilities, whatever you want to call them, like the dirty pin, those types of ones where you can level them up.
Right.
You actually get one of those free based on your class. Like you'll probably have top rope diver.
Dives, right. Okay, that would be cool. That's good.
Probably, I don't know. I haven't made a skinny person yet, but
that makes sense. It's going to be either top rope diver or springboard, one of the two.
My one gave me immovable object.
Ah.
I only gave you level 1. But that's
That's
fine.
still something. Yeah,
It's
that's
also
still a good
it's
start.
free. It's free. And my moveset seems to be built around a mixture like Big Show and a couple of power guys.
Yeah.
Which makes sense based on me being the giant. Like I even do Big Show's step on the chest and just walk off him.
Nice.
Which I do like that move. Also, the things back this year where it's not just the multiple colors. I don't know if it's just because it's my career mode, but I had Reigns go from that to like white and purple and black and stuff on his ribs.
That's
and then
weird.
just instantly get the fuck up and do a Superman punch. You're like, oh, it's realistic.
Sounds like it.
But I'm just like, no. And the ref's like, no, don't, no, stop. And I'm like, okay. And he doesn't ring the bell. And you're like, last time you told us you'd ring the bell. Come on, just ring the fucking bell. Knock him out. Tell me that he can't continue. I want that. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying every match should end that way, but not all the matches do you get them to that level.
Yeah.
It's different for different ones. Like Brock v Randy Orton, when he just brutalized the shit out of him, stopped due to that. That's how this should be. But and I will say your abilities aren't, obviously your skills aren't maxed out when you start. So like I'm a giant that can't lift other giants. I can now because I've upped my strength, but I couldn't at first. I'm like, okay, that's fine. That makes sense. And yeah, it's my career mode is just a mess, but
yeah, sounds like it. Oh, tell about the weird thing that's included in strength this year.
Which one?
Was that you? Was that you that was telling me about that? Somebody was telling me about something that was part of the strength attribute that didn't make sense.
I told you about one of them. One of them, no, it wasn't strength. It was speed.
Oh, okay.
Speed is also tied to momentum.
Hmm.
So in order to get really high up and get your finishes, you have to max out you have to make your speed faster. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Like guys like Brock and stuff go for their finisher instantly, and I wouldn't exactly call him like a dead quick dude. Hell, Big Show's been a really slow dude and still been able to do his knockout punch straight up fast.
Yep.
That should be a separate skill. Like I argue, they should bring back charisma. And that should be that skill should be momentum and the promo skill, which is useless outside of my career mode and stuff. Just put it in there, so we don't have an extra skill that we have to waste points on to get it, so we can do promos.
That would actually make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Also back this year is the Hell in a Cell glitch. Yay!
Fun.
Which people remember that was introduced in 2K16 after a patch. They brought out a patch and suddenly Hell in a Cell broke. And ironically, Hell in a Cell breaking stops it breaking correctly. Because when you're on top of the cell, if you go to put the move, you go to put them through it. If it's a move where you both hit at the same time, you go to the side of the cell.
That's so dumb.
You're supposed to go straight through. That's still there. Now, there's little things this year. Like, there's 2 types of Elimination Chamber.
Is there?
New one, square, and old one, round.
Oh, okay. That's neat. I forgot about the new square one.
Yep. There's tournaments, which are cool. You can play a tournament offline. I think you might be able to do one online. There's also, as well as like I said, there's little stuff like that, which is just cool. You can go to the back and fight backstage again, which is cool. Do finishes on cars and all that stuff, which is cool. Absolutely loved just powerbombing Sami Zayn onto a window.
Nice.
I don't hate Sami Zayn either. It's just if he's against me, I want to powerbomb, and we're backstage, I'm powerbombing him through a window.
Might as well.
Yeah, might as well. Which is cool. You can do the breakout stuff still at the end, which is cool. Where you can break out and then just brutalize your opponent a bit more.
That is good.
And sorry, did you want to say something?
I was gonna. I mean, you can continue. I had an aspect I was gonna ask about, but if you had something else to say, go ahead.
No, that's fine. I was just running through various stuff.
I was gonna ask, how was the? I heard they supposedly improved the promo system. How's that?
Felt the same as last year.
Because they said they were supposed to make it. It's not like all you had to do. Like, I guess to score, all you had to do was just stick to a point rather than trying to identify the type of audience and stick to that type of promo. I guess, or so they said.
Yeah, that's what they said, and it does do that. You do get combos and stuff now that boost you up, but they don't sound like the same promo at times.
Oh, okay.
And yes, I still hate that one of when you come out with Money in your Bank and all 4 options are like a WWE vote, where it's between no disqualification, falls can anywhere and stuff. It's like, oh, come on.
Yep.
Where it's like, I'm cashing in on the champ. I want a title shot at the champ. Hey, champ, I'm calling you out. And I've changed my mind. I'm cashing in on the champ. Yeah, oh, fuck off. All of these are the same thing. Stop this. But like I said, it looks good. I do like the graphics this year.
Yeah, the graphics look really nice from what I've seen.
I don't like the weird, like, carry system.
Okay.
Because
I heard we had to like hit like 3 different buttons to pick somebody up and carry them around or something.
Yeah, that's what I said to you. Where in order to do it, you have to do like to do it, you have to do R1, the right stick, the left stick, and still remember try and let go and try and block at the same time. It's weird. It's not natural, if that makes sense. Also, the computer kicks out of that way too fast. But I will say I do use that. Well, actually, no, I don't. I use the drag system, which they also kick out of it more. Where you press, obviously you know what that is, where you just walk them around. I do that to place them on spots now because
that makes
sense.
Backstage,
you throw them different ways to what you normally do, which always, I'm like, oh, come on. And one of the moves I love doing, just because it's one of my moves they gave me. I'm not changing it. I rest against the rope. I press left and grapple. And I grab them, I throw them through the ropes, I step out, I step off the apron, I hit them, pick them up, and do the Kevin Owens powerbomb onto the apron.
Ouch!
And I'm like, I love that move because doing moves on the outside gets you more memorable moments. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that to boost my rate, to boost some stats up.
That's gonna know. That makes sense.
Because it's annoying when it says get a 4-star match or get a 5-star match, like. And after a certain point, you've done most of your arsenal. You're not actually getting more moves. Then you're just doing moves for the sake of doing moves, and that's not fun.
No.
So if I take them to the outside and boost it through memorable moments, why not? And I've got damage on the outside too as one of my abilities, so
yeah,
it's going to hurt them more. Why not? But yeah, like I said, and there's tournaments and stuff in the game. There's obviously universe mode, verse mode. Why would there not be? But but all in all, like I said, my career mode feels like it should have been a lot better, and it wasn't. It annoys me it wasn't.
Okay.
It also annoys a lot of people with the lockbox system. Annoys a lot of people. I don't mind it. It looks cool. But what annoys a lot of people is a lot of people are worried that in the future, the way they will fix the fact you don't get enough VC for lockboxes is microtransactions.
I can see it.
If you look at the NBA 2K18, I can see it.
Yeah. Check out our review of that now here in the Gaming Zone.
Yep. But yeah, like I said, part of the game is just broken. It's really not that fun to play this year compared to last year or the year before. So
that's too bad.
Like honestly, I think 16 was good until the patch. 17 felt just the same as 16, with very little improved. 18's the same again. Like there's no excuse of the same glitches still being in there since they patched it into 16. That's just weird. And I've also had the glitch where you go up and above the ring randomly.
Oh yeah, I hate that glitch.
Yep. I also hate interfering on Bobby Roode, as I mentioned to Jim. Because you have to wait for him to do his spin round before you can finally attack him. I'm like, oh, come on.
Yep.
But there's an okay, it's a pretty good roster this year. I'll say that. There's a lot of weapons and stuff. One thing which I mentioned a while back anyway, I don't like in the actual product. I still don't like the LCD screens.
Right, because you can't go into the ring and get stuff on those sides.
No, and essentially what you used to get from those sides is a chair.
Mm-hmm.
It's now harder to get a chair than a sledgehammer or a baseball bat.
Weird.
That's the item they use the most, is a chair.
Well, I think the idea is supposed to be, depending on the arena you're using, there's 2 to 3 of them on the right-hand side by the timekeeper's area that you can take.
But when you go over there, you can't always pick them up.
I know, that sucks.
Yep. So it's like, oh, okay. You can still knock them over the barricade into that little crowd bit.
Okay, that's cool.
I haven't done much in there, but I've seen it happen in one of the matches.
Okay.
Also, I had an LCD screen glitch.
Oh.
I was on Raw and it was just completely black.
Weird.
Like it hadn't turned on or activated. Like, oh, brilliant.
So they're just trying to fool you. They actually transferred Dolph Ziggler to Raw.
Yeah. But a lot of people do have their actual videos now.
That's good.
It's easier because it's just a name.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, a lot of them tend to be that. So I'm okay with that.
Cool.
But yeah. To rate this, like I said, I'm probably going to give it either... If you really love the wrestling games and you buy them every year, you're probably going to buy this one.
Mm.
But you shouldn't. So I'll give it a thumbs down. But we'll see what happens, because we will be coming back and we will be doing another one of these. And we will be, unfortunately, probably addressing the same points.
Mm.
Except for the 8-man lag. Although Jim will probably mention the 8-man bit a little bit. But because we'll be getting back together when the Switch version comes out. To be confirmed. And yeah, this was the review of WWE 2K18. So yeah.